Hi guys, welcome back to Math with OG. In this video, we'll be looking at difference of sets. What does it mean when we ask to find the difference of sets? Now let A and B be two given sets. Excuse me. Let A and B be two given sets. The difference of set A and B denoted as A. This sign here is the same sign you use for your subtraction or what we call minus, but it is read as A difference B. Difference of set A and B, A difference B, is the set, okay, our muted set here, is the set of elements which are in A and not in B. The set of elements which are in A and not in B. If I'm to rephrase, that means the difference of set B and A, that will be denoted as B minus A, is the set of elements which are in B and not in A. So we can have A difference B and we can also have B difference A, and both don't give exactly the same answer. Both don't give exactly the same answer. That means A minus B is not equal to B minus A. Like I said, it's not called minus, but I'm just using it. This is A difference B is not equal to B difference A. So I can say difference of sets is not commutative, unlike your union of sets and your intersection of sets. Union of sets is commutative, meaning A union B is equal to B union A, and intersection is also commutative, meaning A intersect B is equal to B intersection A. Now, using our rule method, our A difference B is equal to x, such that x is an element of A and x is not an element of B, such that x is an element of A and x is not an element of B. For example, I'm giving a set A to be equal to 1, 2, and 3, and I'm giving a set B to be equal to 3, 4, 5. I'm asked to find A minus B. A minus B is simply a set containing members of A that are not in B. So ask yourself, what are the elements in A that are not in B? It's simply 1 and 2. 3 is in A and 3 is in B. So I can say A difference B is equal to 1, 2. Similarly, if you ask to find B difference A, is simply the element in B that are not in A. What are the elements in B that are not in A? Is simply 4 and 5, because you can find 3 in B and can also find 3 in A. So the difference of B minus A, you focus on B. The difference of A and B, focus on A. So this will give me 4, 5. So that is B difference A. Now, how do we represent this using Venn diagram? So it depends on how the subsets are appearing that will determine which part will be shaded. Now I have two subsets here, A and B. Take note that all the Venn diagram here is simply A minus B. So if you are looking for B minus A, it's for you to just reverse where it's being shaded. So A minus B here, or the difference, or A difference B here, is shading what is just in A and not in B. So you can see here, this particular spot here is for A intersection B. That means what is common to A and B. So this part cannot be shaded because we are dealing with elements that are in A but not in B. So we shade A only. Similarly here, in this case, we are looking at disjoint sets, elements in A that are not in B. Everything in A is not in B because they are disjoint sets. So we shade everything in A and this side will be left empty. If it's B minus A, we shade everything in B and this side will be left empty. If it's B minus A here, we shade everything in B only and this intersection will be empty. Everything in A will be left empty. Now let's look at this part. Okay, this is also our universal set. Now we are still looking at A minus B. In this case, B is a subset of A. However, A and B are subsets of universal sets. For example, this can be your real number, A will be rational number, and B will be integers. B is a subset of integers, but that means, sorry, integers are subsets of rational numbers. Integers and rational numbers are subsets of real numbers. So if that is the case, A minus B will be everything in A that is not in B. And as you can see, everything here they are in A and they are not in B. So if I shade what is inside there, it means I'm shading everything in B also with all the other things that are in A. So we shade here and this part will be left empty. Now the next one, let's assume that this guy now is my integers, this guy outside is my rational numbers. What is a minus b? So I'm looking for those numbers that are integers but not rational numbers. No number like that, because all integers are rational numbers. All integers are rational numbers. So as you can see, all the elements that we can find in A, they are also in B. So there are no elements in A that are not in B. So A minus B will be giving us an empty set. A minus B will be giving us an empty set. So we can use this to create a rule. We can use this to create a rule that if A is a subset of B, A difference B will give us an empty set. If A is a subset of B, A difference B will give us an empty set. Now that we know all this, let's let's play with these questions. And before we play with this question, let's still create a rule here. In this case, if B is a subset of A minus B will be equal to A. Okay, I feel nothing like that to work there. A minus B will be equal to A only. Okay, there's no rule there, so let's leave it as this. There's no rule here, so let's leave it as this. In our subsequent classes, I'll give you rules that work for if A is a subset of B. How do you know the interset? How do you know the union? How do you know the symmetric difference? We'll do that in our subsequent videos. Most likely I'll make that one of our short videos. Okay, let's continue. If A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is equals to 2, 4, 7, 9, we also find A minus B. We also find B minus A. Now in this case, A difference B, A difference B are all the elements you have in A but not in B. All the elements you have in A but not in B. So let me take my red marker and list out everything we have in A that are not in B. I have 1 in A, 1 is not in B. I have 2 in A, 2 is in B, so I won't circle that. I have 3 in A, 3 is not in B, so I'll circle that. I have 4 in A, 4 is in B, so my answer should be 1, 3. Now let me use my blue for the next one. B difference A is simply all the elements we have in B that are not in A. We have 2 in B, is in A. I have 4 in B, is also in A, so I won't circle that. I have 7 in B, not in A. I have 9 in B, not in A. So my answer is 7, 9. So you see, that is how we find the difference of set. It is that easy. Now, similarly, let's use the same approach to answer the next questions. We are given subset A, subset B, and subset C. A minus B, everything in A that is not in B. 12 is in A, 12 is in B. 15 is in A, 15 is not in B, so we have a 15 here. 17 is in A, I don't have a 17 in B, so I'll put a 17 here. 20 is in A, I don't have a 20 in B, so I'll put a 20 here. So that's the answer, because 21 is in A and we have a 21 in B. Now B minus C, B minus C is giving us, okay, so we're looking at B and C. I have 12 in B, I don't have 12 in C, so I will have a 12 here. I have 14 in B, I don't have 14 in C, so I will have a 14 here. I have 16 in B, I don't have 16 in C, so I will have a 16 here. I have 18 in B, I have an 18 here, so we are going to ignore that. Then we have 21 in B, no 21 in C, so there will be a 21 here. Now C minus A, C minus A, looking at C and A, 15 is in C, I have a 15 in A, I will ignore that. 17 in C, 17 in A, ignore that. 18 in C, no 18 in A, so we have 18. 22 in C, no 22 in A, so we have a 22 here. Now B minus A, B minus A, 12, you have a 12. 14 in B, no 14 in A, you have a 14 here. 16 in B, no 16 in A, you have a 16. 18 in B, no 18 in A, so you have 18. 21 in B, no 20, okay, there's a 21 in A, So we are going to ignore that. Now a minus a, that's a difference a, obviously it will give us an empty set. So we are saying a and something else that looks like a. It is obvious that everything you find in a, you also find in other subset called a. So that will give us an empty set. So that is that for difference of sets. That's that for difference of sets. Now next video, we're looking at the last, basically the last operation, which we call the symmetric difference of sets. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it to be helpful, use the like button. Also, subscribe if you are yet to do so. And don't forget to share to friends. Leave your comment if there's any correction that needs to be made. And also, leave your comment if you have any question you wish to ask. See you guys in our next video. Thanks for watching once more.